one of the important points we have to deeply think, what is this Chaitanya? Consciousness. You see, in science, we easily say, we are accustomed to say, the matter and energy are interconvertible. E is equal to mc square. How many times we have heard, how many times we have told it also. Matter and energy are interconvertible. Matter can be converted into energy, energy can precipitate back into the... And latest quantum theory, quantum physics defines matter as energy itself. Very difficult to distinguish between matter and energy, because at the finest level, where there is no more split is possible of the matter, at that level, every moment it is disappearing, becoming energy and manifesting itself as the matter. This is happening at every level. When we see this, what is body and what is matter are identical. Where from the life came? All these questions come. If the matter and the energy are interconvertible, how can you convert it unless it is one substance? I cannot convert water into stone. Can I convert water into stone? No. Because the substances are entirely different. I can convert water into ice, water into vapor. Water and vapor, water can be converted into ice because they are different states of one substance. If matter and energy can be converted into each other, then they are one substance. One substance has appeared as two. There are different states of one substance. What is that substance? That is consciousness. Consciousness has appeared. Everything is happening in consciousness. Object we touch and see as hard, soft, everything is nothing but vibrations. A particular state of vibration, it looks like solid. Another state, it looks like liquid. Another state of vibration, it's the atomic level if you see, which we can't see. Because of our gross mind and senses, we see matter. Otherwise, it is energy, it is consciousness. So, this consciousness is interpreted by my senses as matter and energy. So, this ultimately, you see, one substance has become all this. In religion, in Hindu religion alone, this concept of one ultimate reality is there. And then just to see how you go inside every night to from dream state to deep sleep, and then in deep sleep there are two stages that all the recordings of the waking, identity, knowledge, my duties and responsibilities, my tendencies, everything goes to seed form. As if in a hard disk, everything is kept in the inactive seed form. Everything enters into seed form. And then second stage, it expands into the consciousness. That is my real nature. Again I wake up. This is individual. And the microcosm and macrocosm are built on the same principle. So just like we dissolve every day into the infinite eternal existence as my own self and enjoy the bliss, and again project out to the bodily level of accepting the limitations and seeing subject-object duality. In the same way, the whole universe dissolves in the absolute existence. And again, after, we can't say after some time, because time doesn't exist there. At a point, in the timeless existence, again, there is creation. Again there is the dissolved world again manifests. This is the beautiful thing in which the all jivas, the whole universe with the jivas dissolve and again reappear. We call the absolute existence. It is timeless, spaceless causation. There is no cause and effect law. One object giving birth to the other. From mud, pot is coming. One is getting converted into mud is getting converted into tree. Tree is built up from, again it goes back to mud. Cause and law of cause and effect. It's a whole relative existence is a constantly changing flux because there is time. Time and space. Time is registered by change or continuity. There is change only there is time. Changeless. Everything becomes still. There is continuity. Time is there, but just everything is still, but it's continuing. That continuity is there, also time is there. And continuity also disappears. There is no time, there is no matter, there is nothing except consciousness alone remains. Time is so time, space, both are not there. Causation, kriya is not there. Action or movement, nothing is there because avayava hina. There are no limbs which can move about. There is no duality. There are no two. So in one absolute homogeneous existence, only pure existence without matter, mind or life or nothing. Only ocean of bliss and existence. Even time and space are not there. What it is cannot be conceived by mind or intellect. That absolute we call Brahman. And the whole relative existence we call Jagat, the macrocosm. The whole macrocosm appears from the absolute, the relative existence. This we call it relative. Relative existence and absolute existence. There are two existences. With the appearance of time and space, it beautifully happens in the ocean of. The ocean means immediately don't bring space into mind. Spaceless existence, timeless existence, the pure existence. Consciousness without its contents. I am conscious of this person now. Now consciousness without the contents, what it is. That consciousness, the pure consciousness. That, in that, the one point I cannot say because there is no dimension. Something somewhere. Somewhere everything you get associated with time and space. No. Timeless space is there. Time and space appears. One center of consciousness. One space appears. Time and space has come into existence. Space has continuity. From that the one by one product comes. When the creation is ready, the jivas appear. Some center of consciousness. Why does this happen? Why this creation take place? It is excess of bliss. It is ocean of bliss. Excess of bliss manifests as, just like some problem is there in the allergy is there, it will manifest as blisters on the body. Excess of joy is there. It starts laughing out. When you heat water, it starts boiling. Bubbles start coming up. Tuk, 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 tuk. Excess of heat is coming out as bubbles. Like that, in ocean of consciousness, the joy, excess of joy, unable to bear the bubble come up. That is, the duality is manifesting. Time and space is manifesting in that. This time and space manifestation in that beautifully happens. And once the time and space appears, The creation is complete. Interaction with the materials, objects is finally when the creation Akashad Vayu Vayu Agni Agnirapa Advya Prithivi Prithivyam Oshadaya Oshadebhyo Annam Annat Purushaha. When some centers of consciousness, it's pervaded by consciousness, its substratum is consciousness, it's consciousness which has manifested as this world. In that, the certain centers of this pervading consciousness reacts to the environment. Some centers. And once the center is activated, immediately develops a subject, I. Immediately it says I. Subject. Once the subject is formed, immediately there is the object. Objective world it perceives. It is like ocean of water in which one droplet, small tiny droplet is getting converted into ice. There is homogeneous ocean of water in which a point of water has become ice. It gets immediately independent identity, I, different from the whole ocean. And if you see, that piece of ice is nothing but the water, except water. Nothing exists in that. The individual, that subject, nothing exists there except consciousness. Ice piece in water, ocean of water, though it is distinct from water, it is not separate or different from water. But it gets an identity. There is distinction without difference. There is distinction. It is distinct, but there is no difference. This distinction without a difference, where distinction also dissolves, is called samadhi. The Jivatman, the individual consciousness, is the absolute existence. The Ananta Sachidananda. This is the subject matter of the Vedanta Sara. The Prakarana Grantha, the treatise of Vedanta. What is the subject matter? It is Jiva Brahmaikyam, the individual soul and the absolute existence are one and the same. Just like a ocean of water, a particle of water has become ice and has got an independent identity. He says, I am ice, I am not water. There is nothing in you except water. You are looking like as an ice, but you are water. When his identity dissolves in the ocean, when ice also, that ice particle becomes water, it has no more identity independent of the ocean. Then it says, I am the ocean. That is Aham Brahmasmi. So, Jiva Brahmaikya, when the Upadhi, that is limiting, adjunct, that particle of water is limited as its limitation is taken out, then it finds itself as the absolute. I am the absolute. I am Sachidananda. I am bliss absolute. I have nothing to search. I am Purna. I don't need anything. I impart existence to others. I impart bliss to all jivas. It is I who is present in all jivas. It's I in which the whole universe is floating. To that extent of awarenesses, there are different states of awarenesses.